Welcome to Mika's Journey, a transition story, episode 4. In the last episode, I kind of rushed through transitioning. There was a lot of topic there, not much time. So I'm going to continue on that today. So we talked about once you go through puberty, the changes are mostly permanent. If my voice drops, that's not going to just come back up. Once the hair starts growing, it's there. So you take hormones for a bunch of this, but some things do require surgery. So the hormones, almost everything that I mentioned yesterday has an expected maximum effect time as well. So, the body fat redistribution, the expected onset is 3 to 6 months, and the expected maximum effect is 2 to 5 years. So we can go down to decreased libido. That starts off 1 to 3 months. I can already feel that starting, but its maximum effective time is about 2 years. It says 1 to 2 years. Decrease in spontaneous erections. Those is morning erections, I'm guessing, or just walking around, you get them. Things teenagers get all the time. Let's see, decreased, that takes 1 to 3 months to start. That maximum expected maximum effect is only 3 to 6 months, so that's not very long. So there is a possibility of male sexual dysfunction, which is where Cialis and Viagra and all that comes in. That just lists as variable for the onset and variable for the maximum effect. So that one may take longer. It may be permanent. It's kind of dependent on the individual and what they're going through, I believe. So breast growth, that's 3 to 6 months for the expected onset. And it usually takes about 2 years. So, okay, so I won't talk about it. We'll continue on this for a minute. So the decreased testicular volume, your unit and stuff can get smaller, but it's while you're taking estrogen. So the decreased testicular volume has an onset of 3 to 6 months, but a maximum effect of about 2 to 3 years. Then you're going to return to normal. Your body adjusts in time. The thinning and slowing of the facial hair, they have an onset of 6 to 12 months, an expected maximum effect of greater than 3 years, they say. So it'll last a while, and I don't know what happens after that. And then male pattern baldness. So this is a testosterone thing. When we take the T blockers, we have less risk of that. So do I have this one here? So we have risk levels here that I want to talk about really quick, that it's going to come into the next topic. So when we take feminizing hormones, we have a likely increased risk of things. So we have venous thromboembolic disease, I don't know what that is, VTD, gallstones, elevated liver, weight gain, of course, and so hypertriglyceridemia may have something to do with increased blood sugars. I'm not sure. Hyper's low, isn't it? Hypo's high. Hypothermia. Or hypothermia, the cold one. Hyperthermia is the heat one. I don't know. But anyway, one's high, one's low. So we get to hypertension. So yeah, that's increased tension, increased sugars, right? We get type 2 diabetes comes in there, but that's probably with the hypertriglyceridemia. So it's a matter of diet, exercise, and monitoring this, and you may wind up needing medication later. The last one, it says no increased risk or inconclusive, and it has breast cancer. So I was under the impression that taking estrogen, no, you are at a greater risk of breast cancer. You are at decreased risk for prostate cancer, which is probably going to be on this. So now we go to the masculinizing that word, becoming more masculine. So this is going to be the female to males, and weight gain is still in there, acne's in there, balding's in there. You can start to go bald, sleep apnea, hyperlipidemia. So that's going to be lipids. That has fats. Lipids are fats. What else? We get down cardiovascular disease is higher for men than women, so that goes up. We get down to the bottom one here, and so now it's no increased risk or inconclusive. We've got loss of bone density, which is higher, supposed to be higher for women, I believe, anyway. Breast cancer goes down, cervical cancer goes down, ovarian cancer goes down, and uterine cancer goes down. So now we come back over here and we talk about the next thing. So what determines what's going to happen to your body? Well, according to this, the degree and rate of physical effects depends in part on the dose, route of administration, and medications used, which are selected in accordance with the patient's specific medical goals, e.g. changes in gender role expression, plans for sex reassignment, and medical risk profile. So now we're talking about blood clots. If there's a history of blood clots, then you're going to want to be really careful with the estrogen. You're going to want to monitor it. You're going to want lower doses and all of that. So there is no current evidence that response to hormone therapy, with the possible exception of voice deepening in female to male persons, can be reliably predicted based on age, body habitus, ethnicity, or family appearance. All other factors being equal, there is no evidence to suggest that any medically approved type or method of administering hormones is more effective than any other in producing the desired effects. Now, let me see that again. No, there is no evidence to suggest that any medically approved type or method of administering. It's not saying the drugs itself. So there are different types of T blockers. I was talking with a woman. I'm calling her that because she's completely transitioned. She's no longer a trans woman. She considers herself female, and I'm going to honor that, of course. So I was talking with her, and we were talking about my journey, and she was discussing her journey. And she said that you're probably on the wrong T blockers. The T blocker you are on is going to screw with you as it lowers your testosterone. So the problem is, she said that the drugs you need, the VA isn't going to prescribe. I believe that she's doing injectables, and I guess the VA doesn't do that. But the VA does accept outside doctors' prescriptions. So if I can find another doctor that I can see that will give me all of the prescriptions that I need, then I can have them forward them to the VA. They'll fill them and send them to me. So right now I'm on a transdermal patch. Hey, knock it off! Sorry, that's my kitty. She's getting wild and tearing up my curtains. I'm on a transdermal patch, which puts out like 1.1 milligrams a day. And then I change that twice a week. So first of the week, last of the week, and just keep switching. But it's very low, and it's going to be a good way to start. I'm monitoring the blood clots is what I'm doing. We're trying to make sure that I'm not going to have complications. So the next time I see my endocrinologist in September, I'm going to talk about titrating up. What can we do? What other medications are available? I'm hoping there's another T blocker available, because if this isn't really the best one, I'd like to try something else and see how that works. But that'll take time. I'm trying to show off my badges here. I need to iron my shirt better so that the collar stays down. It's not. But 3rd Army, that's my time in Kuwait. We were at, I think it's 82nd Subcom. I don't think it's 88 Subcom. It's 82nd Supplying Command. We call them the Flaming Fallopians because the patch was 2 feather pens that went up and curved out, and it resembled the uterus and ovarian tubes and all of that, and or whatever it is. So we joked about that, and I didn't like that patch. So when we moved up to Kuwait, 82nd Supplying Command was no longer there, and we became part of 3rd Army. And that's Patton's Army from World War II. It's a historic unit, I guess is the right way to put it. But it's a badge, it's a patch and a badge that I can wear, and with honor. I haven't found a good trans flag pen, so I'm just wearing a pride flag pen. This one was given to me at the VA by a nurse there that was just passing stuff out. And I bought 100 of the pride flag lapel pins off of Amazon. I started giving those away to different areas that I go to. But so back to surgery for 10 minutes already. So really quick. So then we get into facial feminization surgery. Men that are rather masculine, they're going to need to do something to that face. And so they will soften cheekbones and things like this, just go with more feminine appearance to the face. Now, I'm blessed with what I believe is an attractive face. I've been told by others that I'm very beautiful. So I know that I'm not in that group. I don't think I'm going to require any sort of FFS. But when we deal with the breast growth, it's reported that most trans women wind up with A cups. That's where we're at. And I've known lots of girls with A cups, and they weren't really thrilled with their chest. So, of course, a trans woman's going to feel the same way. We're trying to make ourselves as feminine as possible, and when you just have little bumps, that's not very feminine. So, yeah, that's why top surgery is so common. And then bottom surgery, that's really up to you. How far are you planning on taking this? How far do you want it? And how much money do you have? The VA does not cover any surgeries. So I have no plans for surgeries in the future. And because of that, I want to get as much development as I can. So I am concerned about my diet. I don't want to put in a bunch of fats into my diet because I'll probably just start putting fat into the wrong places. But I definitely want the proper breast development. So that's why we need to talk to my doctors about my levels and the medications I'm using and see if we shouldn't change them. Let me see, just really quick, did I make through everything this time? So it is a journey. It's going to take a while just for me to level things out. But I'm enjoying it. I'm loving life. And I'm thankful for all of you that are watching. I hope you all share this so that others that need this information have some place to come and get it. Anyone that has questions, you can put them into the comments. I'll do my best to get to them. I'm rather busy and I'm doing my best to get these videos in, but I'll do my best to respond to people who have questions. I may not be able to always answer them myself, but I have people I can talk to and get information from them. And I'm still working on trying to get some more transgender individuals to come on and speak about their journey. Maybe we'll get to those soon. But thank you all for watching. And until next time, God bless.